Good morning, everybody, on this Saturday, June 15th. And I am in John's car. The boys are both at home. I'm sitting in John's car waiting for him to come out of Starbucks. He went in to get a cup of coffee. It is 8:48. We are in my dad's town, right near where I grew up. My dad still lives, like, my brother owns the house that I grew up in, and my dad lives a block away from him because that's the house that my grandparents bought when they moved to the area. Anyway, we're here. And we're going to AAA in a couple of minutes. It's 8:48. AAA opens at 9 o'clock. So John wanted some coffee because he's addicted to coffee. And we had time. Like, I didn't stop at home to get coffee because I wasn't sure how long it would take us to get here. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's less because of traffic and stuff. So I knew the Starbucks coffee, we're like literally a little bit over a mile from the AAA office. So I figured we'd stop here and get him coffee, which he's in there right now getting it. And then we're gonna drive down to the AAA office. We should be there probably about 5 minutes before they open, which is good. I wanted to be there right when they opened because I didn't want to like have to wait in a long line to get this done. The only reason why we're going to AAA is because they do the transfer of titles for free or for not a very large fee if you're a member, and we are AAA members. So anyway, John's already out with his coffee. That did not take long at all. Anyhow, we are, there's my husband. Ain't he cute? Look at him and his coffee. We had a discussion on the way up here. There was a guy in a big, huge truck in front of us who John recognizes his vehicle from Starbucks, the Starbucks drive-thru. And I said, well, he can't be all that hard of a guy. He's drinking Starbucks. John's like, what? I said, come on, let's be honest. Starbucks is for yuppies.
It's beyond that now, for sure.
I don't think John really liked that very much. He's like, that guy is not a yuppie. But
neither am I.
You know what I mean? I mean, come on. If you're gonna go sit in the woods for 10 hours and hunt, you're not gonna be buying a Starbucks before that. Maybe I'm just being stereotypical and maybe that's just wrong. I don't know. But I've never been a huge fan of Starbucks, ever. I've been drinking their teas recently here because it's like a milkshake for me, and I can't have a milkshake. And by the way, my blood sugar this morning when I woke up was 127, so it was still elevated. But I can't drink a milkshake. I can't go to any old place.
That, probably.
I don't like coffee.
Yes,
I don't drink coffee. But anyway, I've never been a huge fan of Starbucks, so you know.
I like my coffee burnt and strong.
Yes, but I don't drink coffee. I don't really drink tea. The tea that I have been getting at Starbucks is an herbal tea. So it's passion fruit flavored herbal tea. So
I think it's caffeine free.
And it is. It's herbal. Do any herbal teas have caffeine?
I'm sure.
Oh, well, this one's caffeine free. It literally has like nothing in it but sodium. I think it's sodium. But anyway, I've never been a huge fan of Starbucks. I only go to get that because it tastes like a strawberry milkshake to me, and I crave sweets all the time, and that's why. But
what's your peanut butter pie worth it?
Probably not.
Yes, it was.
Probably not.
Wait.
It was tasty. It was yummy. But to have my blood sugar spike that high, it probably wasn't worth it if I'm looking at my health aspects. But it was tasty. I'm not going to deny you that. It's definitely tasty.
Now, do you remember the other restaurants, peanut butter pie, what it cost you to spike to?
I don't know that I took that rating. I don't think I took that rating.
We should do that.
I don't remember. Test peanut butter pies and my blood sugar?
Yeah.
I could, in theory, get my own recipe for a peanut butter pie and make it myself with my own sweetener.
You could do that.
Yes. Alright, we are headed towards AAA. I'm going to put the camera down. It is 8:52. We're going to be there by 8:55, so we're all good. But I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down, and potentially the next time you see me on the vlog, I will be showing you my mom's or my new car. Bye. Alright, so we are back home. It is actually almost 1 o'clock. We got home. John took both boys for a ride in the car, and then we ate lunch. So I'm going to show you my mom's car. There it is. If anybody is familiar, this is a 2000 Toyota MR2 soft top. It is black right now. My mom always wanted a red one, but she got a black one. And John and I are talking about getting it painted red. That might not happen anytime soon, to be honest with you, because let's be honest, I'm paying for a kid to go to college. So, community college, but nonetheless, I'm paying for a kid to go to college right now. So, paint job on a car is not #1 priority. So, it needs new seats. I would actually almost prefer to get new seats before I would prefer to paint it. It is a stick shift. Hi. Stick shift. So, it's not super fancy or anything like that. It was pretty cool when my mom got it, you know, almost 20 years ago. But for now, it is a 19-year-old car that needs a little bit of work. My dad did some work to it. He actually got the soft top replaced because the old one, I think, had tears in it. And he got new, not new, but he replaced the wheels because the ones that were on it need to be refinished. They are Toyota wheels. He found them on eBay. They are original Toyota wheels from an MR2. And the guy he bought them from was just he was upgrading his old MR2 and was getting rid of the original ones. So my dad actually just got these from eBay. He actually gave us the original ones if we wanted to get them, what are they called? What, powder coated or something? Powder coated. If we want to get them powder coated, he did give us the original wheels. And what John was saying was maybe if we get it painted red, although I don't know if you guys can see, the wheels actually has a little bit of red on it right down there. Things like, where is it? There, where it's black, like that wouldn't be painted black.
Nope.
So the hood would still be black, and the hood, or the roof, not the hood, the roof only came in black. They never had any other colors, or at least originally they didn't have any colors. Later in later versions they did make a brown, but for the most part they all came in black. So there still be black touches around it. So John was thinking if we get the original wheels redone, we might get those done in black, so they would be like an accent color. One of the things that I'm worried about is the headlights. They are kind of cloudy. My dad said he tried to get them done, or he paid somebody to try to get them done or something, and they're still kind of cloudy. But we actually saw an MR2 on the highway a couple weeks ago, and that guy had replaced the headlights, right? Had put halogen lights in it. These headlights are definitely dim. So I would definitely consider replacing the headlights. So the paint is something that probably needs to be done at some point, but it's not the highest on my priority list. The seats would be #1 for me. I don't know about you. Well, we're gonna look to get a new antenna. We're actually going to the auto parts store right now. There's a big long antenna right there. My dad put that on as well because the original antenna was gone. So I don't think they fold in, babe. He's trying to fold in the side mirrors. Anyway, we're gonna head to the auto parts store right now. I'm gonna get a car cover to actually put over it. And that's one of the reasons why we're gonna look at an antenna, because with that big antenna sticking up, it's not gonna, a car cover really wouldn't do much good because there's that big antenna there. So we're gonna try to get a car cover for it and maybe pick up a couple of other things while we're at the auto parts store. But yep, that's my mom's car. She loved that thing. She absolutely adored that thing. So no automatic locks. I mean, they're automatic inside, but to get into the car, there's no like clicker. If that makes sense, we always call it a clicker. But you know what I mean, there's no remote to actually unlock the car. There is automatic locks once you actually get in the car though. So, and the windows are automatic. So, anyway, it's my mom's car. I haven't driven it yet. John drove it home and
She forced me to.
then he drove the boys around. So, let's see what Nick actually took a ride in it. Let's see what Nick has to say. Nick, what do you think of the car?
Fine.
Fine. I heard you said it goes fast.
What?
I heard you say that it went fast.
I don't know if I said it or not.
Dad said that you said it went fast.
Yes, you did say that.
Oh yeah.
Do you like driving in it?
Well, I'm not that old, and I'm not even that old enough to drive.
Nick said it's so dangerous because John drove it home with the roof down. Because that is a soft top. So John drove it home with the roof down, and Nick was like, it's so dangerous. So there's my mom's car. Definitely got some scratches. It definitely needs a coat of paint, but it's not like, there's not like major areas that are exposed either. So it's not like it's like gonna rust or whatever.
Yeah, but that front end, there's something missing.
Yeah, the front end's a little wonky, just a little bit. But anyway, it's ours now, so we'll see as we own it for a little while what we all will decide we want to do with it. So there you go. At some point it'll probably be red. Probably not super soon, but at some point it'll be red. I think it makes more sense to do the seats first than painting a whole car. What do you think?
More comfortable seats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so than the paint, because it's not terrible, to use your phrase. It's not terrible. So anyway, we're gonna head to the auto parts store, and I did finally get the gifts mailed off to the 700 subscriber giveaway winners. Those are, the post office has them. So one winner is gonna get it in 2 days, and the other 2 winners are gonna get it in 3 days because of where they live versus where I live. But they will be with the winners in the next couple of days. It just took me forever to get them there, to get them to the post office. It's been a month, so I kind of feel bad about that. Anyway, we're gonna go to the auto parts store and look around a little bit. Sound good, Nick?
Fine, I guess.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Well, y'all, we've had an interesting day so far, and it is only 7:30. I guess it's pretty late. You went to the auto parts store and bought a bunch of stuff over here. We took the car to get washed. We actually went to like a local gas station that does an automatic wash, and we found out that the roof leaks. And it's not even the roof, it's actually the window. And I have the windows rolled down a little bit because the car has been shut up for months upon months. My dad will take it out, or has taken it out every once in a while, but for the most part he leaves it shut. So we went to a couple of auto parts stores actually, but we ended up buying a cover that's going to go over the top of it that's waterproof. But I don't know if you guys can see, this part right here does not seal against the window. I mean, you can't tell right now because the windows are cracked, but I cracked the windows because it's the air inside is stale, because it's normally closed up. So I cracked the windows. We're gonna put a cover over the car. We got a new antenna. Did you see it? Got a new antenna. Much better. Much better. So yeah, John, the couple things we wanted to do, we wanted to get new seats. I don't know that I showed you the seats before. You guys are gonna be like, Jessica, you're doing an entire vlog about the car, but that's what our day has been. So there are the seats. They are leather seats, but they are 19-year-old leather seats. So you can see that they're kind of worn in some places, especially the driver's side where, you know, my mom used to sit and drive the car pretty regularly. So I think priority number 1 is going to be to get new seats, and then I think it might need new shocks. Actually, John's cleaning the lights, the light covers. You can really see it over here. You can see that. I think you can see, I think it's going to pick up on camera. Maybe not. I can get a better angle. You can see it's kind of cloudy. Well, the whole thing was cloudy. So he's actually gotten a good bit of the cloudiness off of that one, and he's working on this one over here. So it's much better than it was. Anyway, it's coming along. We do want to get new seats, and yeah, we want to get new seats. That's probably going to be number 1, and then number 2, we want to get it painted. I don't know that I told you this earlier. Did I tell the vlog this earlier?
Nope.
I don't know if I told you this earlier. So if I did, I will probably, you'll see a cut here because I've already told you the story. If not, here's the story. So my mom, when this car came out in late 99, 2000. This is a 2000. And they were hard to get because the original MR2s were like beloved cars. And when they came out with the Spider, which is what this is, people just were like completely in love with this car. And like they were only made in Japan and shipped to the US. So there was not a lot of them. They came, and the first year it came out in 3 colors: black, red, and yellow. And my mom wanted a red one so bad because my dad had bought one of the original MR2s years before, and he had bought one and then he had bought a second one, and my mom had been driving the one around, and then they got a T-Tops, so she was driving the T-Tops around. My sister Beth has epilepsy, and she actually totaled both of the red MR2s. Both the original one my dad had bought and the one with the T-Tops. She had crashed both of those. My sister Beth, don't let her drive a vehicle because she has crashed. She's probably totaled, what, 4 cars? 3 cars? 4 cars? I think she's totaled 4 cars.
A lot.
The 2 MR2s, she had another car. She had like a Mazda something that she totaled, and then she totaled a pickup truck, just a small pickup truck she had totaled. So she literally totaled at least 4 cars, maybe more, I can't remember. I could tell you stories about Beth and driving. Anyway, so my mom, long story short, my mom wanted a red one, like really, really wanted a red one. And the dealership called my parents while they were on vacation and said, hey, we have one that we can get, do you want it? And they were like, well, what color is it? And they said black. And my mom was like, do you think, to my dad, do you think I should take it or should I hold out for the red one? And my dad was like, are you crazy? Just take it. Black is still pretty cool. But my mom really wanted a red car. Or really wanted a red MR2. So I don't know, when we go get it quoted on what it would cost to repaint it, if it's going to be extremely more expensive to get it red over black, we'll probably leave it black. But we're not talking for like another year. I think first priority is the seats. I think it needs new shocks, so probably first priority is the seats, second priority is the shocks, or the other way around, I don't know. When my dad had the mechanic looking at it, he said that the shocks were fine, but it's pretty bumpy. So, you know, we might do the shocks first. I don't know. We don't need it inspected until I think October. I think October is when it needs inspected, so we'll get it checked then for the shocks. It's not, you know, it's not gonna like fall apart in that time period. So anyway, we're gonna look to get it red. I'm pretty sure I told you that we were gonna look to get it red, but I don't think I told you the story behind why we were gonna look to get it red. Do you want me to roll that window up so you can see? Is that what you want, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I gotta roll the window up now so John can see how much of a gap there is. But that's the story of why we might paint it red. Anyway, we're gonna get the car cover on here, and he's gonna put some of this weather stripping in. I might show you, but probably not today. Maybe some other day. Once he gets the weather stripping on, maybe I'll show you. But anyway, we will see you guys later. I think the rest of the night, we're gonna be home for the night. It's 7:30.
I'm just gonna take this car out and see how the headlights look.
Okay. And well, you're gonna wait till it gets dark?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think I'm just gonna edit videos tonight. So we'll see you guys later. All right, everybody, it is time to wrap up the vlog. It is 10:58, it's 11 o'clock. I was able to edit 2 videos. So I'm putting my Target box unboxing up on Sunday because it has that Father's Day box. So I'm actually posting that on Sunday. And then tomorrow I'm gonna film a foundation review. And I'm probably gonna do my unboxings for BoxyCharm and my Allure box came today. And I've been so busy with doing the car stuff that I didn't have an opportunity to do anything else really today. I did edit 2 videos. What did I edit? I edited my Keto Crate unboxing, which is going to post on Amazit on Monday. So, I do have that. And then, what else? Oh, my mother-in-law, I think I said this in a video a couple weeks ago. My mother-in-law turns 75 in 2020, and she requested a really big, super big birthday party. Now, I will say this about my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law, when they got married, they did not have like a huge party. Like, they were pregnant with John. So, and they weren't from money. Like, John's parents were not from money. And they didn't have a lot of money to, you know, have a big party and stuff. So, like, my mother-in-law, I don't think she's ever had like a really big party, right?
No.
Yeah, no. So she's like, I want a big party. So anyway, I've been looking for venues in the area to try to find a place that she could have a big party at. Because the place she requested, they won't cater and they want you to pay $2,500, period. So you pay them literally $2,500 just for space. And although they're not like totally opposed to it, like my mother-in-law pretty much said, I don't care how much it costs. Which, come on now.
She doesn't.
She doesn't, but my father-in-law might.
It doesn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense.
That's John's problem. Is that it doesn't make sense to pay $2,500 just for the site, and then pay maybe another $4,000 to $5,000 for the food separately.
Big.
Yeah. So anyway, we're looking for alternatives. Not that that first place is totally out, but we are looking for alternatives. John called a restaurant today. They said what, $55 to $60 per person?
Yep.
But you can't even book them until January for a May party. They don't even want you to book until January. So they're like, call back after the new year. But still, that's like $60 per person times by 75 is what? Didn't we figure that out? I'm not doing my math in my head right now. I can't do math in my head. So if we say 60 times 75, that's 4,500 right there. Which, granted, the other place was $2,500 just for the location. So that restaurant is definitely an option. There's a couple of other locations in the area that I put down. Now, part of the problem is my mother-in-law wants it to be like chandeliers and, you know, a big to-do. She wants it to, she has a picture in her head that it be a certain level of grandeur. Because I think in her mind, number one, she's never had a big party like this. Number two, she's 75 next year, and you know, I don't know that she will make it to 100. You know what I mean? Like, John has a great aunt who just turned 100 last year. She'll be 101 this September. But all of her siblings have passed, including John's grandfather. So, and they all passed in their 80s. So you figure she's 75. If she goes around the same number of years, and I hope this doesn't sound like I'm being cold. I'm speaking right now in my head as if it's somebody I don't know. If I was speaking with the idea that this is my mother-in-law, I would be a lot more emotional. But I'm speaking as if it's someone I don't know. So take that for what it is. I'm not, you know. Anyway, if she lives as long as her aunts and uncles and everything, she's got at least 10 more years. But you know, I don't know that she'll make it to 100, and that's like a major milestone, you know what I mean? So I think she's looking at it as, I want this big party for myself. You know what I mean? I scrimped and saved my whole life to be able to be comfortable in retirement, and I want a big party for my 75th birthday. I get it. I'm totally with her. But like I said, she has a picture in her head of what she is wanting. And, you know, I don't know. Anyway, long story short, they're looking for alternatives, not totally out from what she was asking, but just some alternatives so they can go back to her and say, here are some options that we were looking into. What do you think? There you go. Anyhow, it's 11:05 and I'm ready for bed. They're wrapping up a movie out there. They're watching Aquaman. They're watching Aquaman, and then it's like the last 15 or 20 minutes of the movie is what they're at. I've been munching. We ate dinner at like 4:30, I think, and I ate a candy bar about an hour and a half ago, and I was feeling hungry, so I went out and I had some beef jerky and a cookie from the Keto Crate, which I just edited that Keto Crate video, and I'm like, oh crap, I wonder if that cookie's still out there. And it made me go look, and that's why I ate it. So I had my beef jerky and that, and then the Keto Crate had some granola in it that I had like a couple of little bites of as well. So that's what I was kind of like messing around in my teeth because I had seeds. Sorry. I hope that's not gross. Anyway, it's time for bed. Today I am thankful. I'm thankful that I got my mom's car. That means a lot to me. And I don't know that my dad really knows how much it means. So, there's that. It means a lot to me. Anyway, I hope today was better than yesterday, and I hope tomorrow will be just a little bit better than today. I hope you all are having a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.